So, Alandria and Shelly, two beautiful black women on the show. Gorgeous. I mean, these women are absolutely beautiful. Okay, good. You can see good. Okay, so they have been receiving a lot of hate from the viewers as well as actual mainstream brands, which is crazy. And I'll show all you guys that in a minute. Some of you just sent me information on Time Magazine. So Time Magazine was hating. It's crazy. And personally, I think it stems from some deep-seated jealousy because these two dark-skinned black women, very attractive, okay, pulling the men on the show, have interest, getting courted by multiple men on the show, especially Shelly, the one on the left, getting courted, men being interested. They're pretty much, for the whole show, they were the most chillest, most relaxed women on the show. So they posed a threat. And see, this is why I keep telling y'all that my platform challenges the status quo. Okay? This show is an example of that. Because whenever you get two dark-skinned black women anywhere on a TV show, anywhere mainstream or whatever, they immediately start trying to find flaws and trying to pick at them and find reasons not to like them and, blow up any negative behavior that they exhibit. It's just really, really crazy. Yeah, very feminine as well. Yeah, not aggressive. They try to paint them out to be aggressive, but they weren't. And so this is why I keep telling y'all, like, this is why they keep trying to destroy my platform, because whenever we are presented this way next to non-black women, they don't like that. And when I say they, I mean society, I mean anybody who's invested in the status quo. Yeah, every little thing was scrutinized with them. It was ridiculous, right? Um, so that gave everyone a reason to outwardly hate them acting out of character one or two times, right? And so that's their excuse as to why America is pretty much hating on these women, right? Because I saw a couple of black women who were siding with Huda. Y'all are weird because she and women who look like her, they rarely ever stand up for black women. And I feel like the black women who are, siding with Huda and who like her and throwing Shelly and Olandria under the bus for her, you either doing that because you act like her, you're toxic like her, or you relate to her because she's a baby mama or she's a single mother. That's why. Because I can't think of any other reason why you would be siding with her. And if you are a black woman and you're defending Huda, you're embarrassing yourself. Y'all tell me, do you think Shelly and Olandria's behavior on that one episode warranted all of these responses? And again, this is what makes me believe that this isn't just racism. This is pure jealousy stemming from Shelly and Olandria being attractive, fit black women. And they especially did not like that Shelly was being courted by multiple men on the show. They didn't like that Nick, a white man, very obviously wanted Olandria. I feel like that's another reason the girls were mad and trying to, downplay the fact that they had some sort of connection. Because Nick wanted her from the very beginning, let's be clear. Even though she was curving him, which I'll get into in a minute. But what they did on that one episode did not warrant this kind of response. It just didn't. And again, both of these women, Olandria, Shelly, they were some of the most chill, least problematic women on the show. It was Huda who was always crashing out, acting angry on multiple occasions. And again, the viewers did drag her for a minute, but they kept on forgiving her and they kept her on the show. So much so that she ended up in the top 4 at the end of the show, despite despite Shelly and Ace having a much stronger connection. Huda was the most problematic, the most masculine, the most immature contestant, but I feel like they kept her around because people like seeing messy reality TV, and Huda brought the mess. So she definitely got as far as she did because she was good for ratings. That's what this was about. And I also feel like people kept writing for Huda because, again, they wanted her to beat out the black women on the show because they felt like someone like Huda, someone with her phenotype, was more deserving to be there than Shelly and Olandria. That's what this is about. A lot of America, let's just call it what it is, y'all, okay? A lot of America is still stuck on this Kardashian type aesthetic, right? Which Huda has. So this is favoritism based on that. Because if a black woman even displayed half of what Huda did on this show, she would have been gone a long time ago. Just like they kicked out Shelly. She would have been kicked out too. And because Huda was such a crash out, a lot of people had to exaggerate the black woman's behavior on the show and make them seem just as bad as she was when they weren't. And I also saw, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I also saw somebody say that Shelly said that she cried a lot more on the show, but the producers cut it out, cut out all the times that she cried. And from what I'm hearing, like Clark, another black woman on the show, they said she would pray every night with the girls. Why weren't they showing this stuff? We know why they weren't showing it. They didn't want black women to be seen in a good light. And can we also talk about how if Huda were black, um, she would have never made it as like one thing about okay, you guys can answer me this. Have they ever cast a black single mother on Love Island? I'm just curious. Have they ever done that? For those of you who have watched Love Island, have they ever cast a black single mother? Okay. So that's another thing. I don't think they would have cast a single mother, a black single mother on this show. Also, Huda sleeping with two men on the show in the span of 1 month, that's wild. And could you imagine if that was a black woman? She would have been dragged online if she were a black woman and slept with two guys that she didn't even end up coupling with, didn't even end up finding a connection with in the span of a month. So I'm just pointing all this out and to see this is why I feel like I don't want to see as many black women watching this show next time, next season. I'm gonna need y'all to stop watching. Like, if y'all come to me and complain about next season and the racism, I'm not making no video. And if I do make one, it's gonna be holding y'all accountable and saying, okay, you saw what happened on season 7, so why are you watching season 8?